Das ist ein bisschen wie Take On Me bei Aha, das Video.
Hazel must be here somewhere.
Ja gut, ich habe sie jetzt erstmal verscheucht.
There it is again.
Was? Wo? Ich hab's nicht gesehen. Mach's nochmal. Okay. Kletter da mal lieber wieder rüber. Und damit herzlich willkommen zurück in der zauberhaften Welt von Hogwarts Legacy. Wir sind Dixis Aquaregia, Level 32 und starten wieder sofort rein. Ja, letztes Mal haben wir einiges gemacht. Wir haben einiges über die Goblins herausgefunden. Wir haben den letzten Besenkurs absolviert, der ganz am Arsch der Map war. Und gut, heute sollen wir anscheinend mit Professor Fick in seinem Büro sprechen. Können wir uns aber auch direkt mal hin teleportieren, weil warum laufen, wenn es auch schneller geht. Professor Fick, wir haben Neuigkeiten. Sorry. Muss ich hier wieder warten?
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
Soll das die Professoren nicht auch wissen?
I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Okay, also mehrere Probleme mit der Quest. Erstens, warum weiß Professor Fick nicht das Passwort zum Büro des Headmasters? Ich meine, gut, der könnte eventuell so sein, ich möchte von niemandem gestört werden, nur Professor Weasley weiß es vielleicht noch. Das könnte ich noch akzeptieren. Aber dann, was soll es uns bringen, uns in Professor Black zu verwandeln, um dann seinen Hauself nach seinem Passwort zu fragen? Ist das nicht ein bisschen auffällig? Weiß ich nicht. Klingt weird. Zaubercasten können wir gerade auch nicht.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Katze.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Wir machen das gar nicht so schlecht.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Rennen so durch die Gegend. Aber wenn wir auf irgendwen treffen, verhalten wir uns
If you
dann wie...
must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Headmaster, here. What could you want?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with, bubo tuber pus makes a fine, mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Ich glaube, er benutzt seinen Zauberstab
Something is
zum...
very wrong with Professor Black. Dittany and Boobertuber pus. Moustache paste.
Noch nie davon gehört.
Your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision.
Da ist das Spiel gecrashed. Ja gut, spulen wir das mal alles so ein bisschen vor hier. Ach, wir sind sogar direkt Professor Black. Gab es hier einen kleinen Zwischenspeicherpunkt. Wir müssen in die andere Richtung.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Wir sprechen trotzdem mal mit Ominous, machen alles.
Mr. Gaunt.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Ach nee. Er gibt sich Mühe.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new 5th year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Ich weiß nicht, was ihr habt. Ich wirke total wie Professor Black. Ich kann ihn total gut impersonieren. Obwohl ich ihn erst einmal oder so gesehen habe.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I don't miss him.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new 5th year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf.
Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
Alles klar.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Ganz unauffällig.
Master does remember it.
Oh ja, das ist jetzt schwierig. Ich habe ehrlich gesagt keine Ahnung, kommt das... Ich glaube, das kommt mal vor in den Harry Potter Büchern. Purity of Blood?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful.
Doch ein Scherz.
Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you. polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Return to quest area? But that was out of sight. Ja, gut.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked.
Aber wer hat denn jetzt meine Klamotten zurücktransformiert? Das war so auffällig, ey. Wir können hier mal den Talentpunkt für Imperio lernen. Was macht der eigentlich? An enemy under your control with Imperio curses. Other targets with each successful strike. Okay. Ein Talentpunkt bewahren wir uns auf für Avada Kedavra. Dann hätten wir zwar noch einen zusätzlich zu spare, but ja. Ja, der Headmaster's Office waren wir ja schon mal, beziehungsweise wir waren davor. Da gab es ja noch ein anderes komisches Puzzle direkt davor, wofür man anscheinend irgendwie einen Schlüssel oder sowas brauchte. Hier geht durch diese ganzen Treppen, ey. Kein Wunder, dass er sich nicht so häufig zeigt. Wenn man immer diese Treppen laufen muss. Betteln die sich jetzt hier auch schon? Jo. Hier fangen jetzt auch schon an, diese Dinger so komisch zu glitzern. Also irgendwas stimmt nicht. Also seit dem einen Update, wo der auch meinte, ich soll einen neuen Grafiktreiber installieren. Goblet of Fire Casket. Der steht hier oben? The Goblet of Fire rests within this ancient jewel-encrusted chest. The goblet has served as a means of selecting champions for the Tri-Wizard Tournament. Since the contest's establishment in the late 13th century. Ja gut, aber das wurde auch schon zu diesem Zeitpunkt seit 200 oder 300 Jahren nicht mehr betrieben, also... Junge, irgendwas stimmt mit dieser Spiegelung nicht. Mach mal das Raytracing komplett aus. Ja, das sieht doch schon viel besser aus. Hat ja trotzdem noch Spiegelung, aber Raytracing hier in dem Spiel ist einfach irgendwie merkwürdig. Ich meine, kann vielleicht auch an meiner Grafikkarte liegen oder an den Einstellungen, die ich sonst habe, aber ja. Hier ist dieser komische Schlüssel. Keine Ahnung, was das für ein Puzzle ist.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pur.
Toujours pur. Hier tauchen die Treppen einfach auf. Die fungieren gar nicht wie so ein Fahrstuhl.
All the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Bestimmt.
Hello, Hamora.
Na super. Ist irgendwie ein bisschen Schwachsinn. Warum hier unten dann überhaupt ein Level 2 Log, wenn man hier oben Level 3 braucht und hier zwischen nichts ist? Naja. Auf jeden Fall ist hier eine schöne Aussicht. Ist hier denn irgendwo ein Demigeist? Würde mich ja nicht wundern. Das sieht auch nach Level 3 aus, ja. Mich hat sowieso gewundert, dass der Headmaster hier ein Level 2 Log in seinem Büro hat.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Geschichten von Beadle im Baden. Receipt. Hair Tonic, Mustache Wax. Bandimon Pomade. Comp Pearl Handled. Back Scratcher Gold Handled. Doxicide. Paid in very small part. Remainder to be billed to Ministry. Erstmal noch einen Apfel klauen. Möglichst auffällig verhalten. Hier ist auch schon das Denkarium. Oder ein Denkarium. Ich weiß nicht, ob das gleiche ist. Ein bisschen Tee trinken.
That must be the pedestal.
Ein bisschen Gold klauen. Dafür, dass das Under the Nose of the Headmaster ist, liegt das ziemlich auffällig darum, das Buch. Aber okay. Das Mikrofon ist die ganze Zeit in der Kamera.
Professor Fitzgerald.
Also man sieht es nicht, aber ich verschwinde mal dahinter.
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve.
Oh.
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
Das ist ein bisschen wie Take On Me bei Aha, das Video.
And cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Ja, das sind die Geschichten von Beetle im Baden und den Deathly Hallows anscheinend. Können wir gegen die kämpfen? Anscheinend nicht. Erste richtige Sneaky Mission. Wir können auch nicht in die Häuser rein. Einfach schnell durchsprinten.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
They're gone. Now, I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
Den geradeaus einfach durch anscheinend.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. I'll be gone in a day or two.
How can this happen?
Hello?
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Und jetzt?
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Dann renn auch.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Rennen die sich auch um? Okay. Run! Let me run!
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Geh hier rein!
That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Ich dachte eigentlich, hier wäre auch einer drin und hier würden welche rauskommen,
Close
aber
tight.
gut.
No way but forward, I suppose.
Guten Tag.
Now's my chance. That's the way forward.
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich mich hier schon sichtbar gemacht hätte. Mysterious Cloak.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible. They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Der Elderstab.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Dann fehlt jetzt nur noch der Stein der Wiederbelebung oder irgendwie so.
I've never felt such power.
Komm, dein Zauberstab ist auch aus Elderwood.
Bombarder!
Wir haben nur 4 Zauber, die wir nutzen können.
Descendo! Defendo! Depulso! Defendo! Protego! Bombarder! Defendo! Bombarder! Descendo! Defendo! Bombarder! Defendo! Bombarder! Descendo! Stupid one! Defendo! Bombarder! Defendo! Bombarder! Stupid one! Stupid one! Depulso! Descendo! Defendo! Bombarder! Protego! Defender! Bombarder! Depulso! Stupid one! Defender! Bombarder! Depulso! Descendo! Defender!
Meine Güte, ey. Guten Tag, AJ. Weirder Grafikstil. Nein, wir sind einfach nur in dem Video von Aha, Take on Me. Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. Also die echte Story ist, wir sind in einem Storybook und deswegen ist das halt alles so ein bisschen zeichnerisch. Guten Tag.
Defender! Bombarder! Defender, Bombarder, Defender, Descender, Stupid, Defender, Bombarder, Defender, Protego, Stupid, Descender, Bombarder, Defender, Deporter, Defender, Bombarder, Descender, Defender, Bombarder, Stupid, Descender, Defender, Bombarder, Defender, Bombarder, Descender, Protego, Stupid, Defender, Bombarder, Descender, Repulsor, Defender, Bombarder,
Holy shit.
Depulsor, Defender, Bombarder, Defender, Bombarder, Bombarder, Defender, Protego,
Das war ein Protego ein bisschen zu früh.
Defender, Descender, Depulsor, Bombarder, Descender, Defender, Bombarder, Defender, Depulsor, Bombarder, Defender, Bombarder, Depulsor, Descender, Defender, Protego,
Wieder zu früh. Meine Güte, die Trolle brauchen viel zu lange, um drauf zu hauen.
Defender, Descender, Bombarder, Defender, Depulsor, Defender,
Er hat sich verpisst. Zu feige, sich gegen mich zu stellen. So. Was kommt jetzt? Stein der Wiederbelebung und dann werden wir getötet und beleben uns wieder oder so? Aber so funktioniert der Stein ja eigentlich nicht.
simple stone. This must be for me.
Mysterious Stone. Jetzt habe ich alle Deathly Hallows. Zumindest in dieser Story.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is left.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so young.
Neve! May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
Wer liegt hier?
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
But there can be light without shadow.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Only imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in.
Okay, sie wird auch größenwahnsinnig.
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Aber im Moment kann ich noch nichts Schlechtes daraus sehen. Ich meine, anderen wird ihre Pain genommen und wenn man daraus Macht bezieht, ist das grundsätzlich erstmal nicht schlecht. Aber was stellt man dann mit dieser Macht an? Das ist die Frage. So, hier geht's wieder zurück zur Map Chamber. Mal sehen, was jetzt als nächstes auf uns wartet.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Geil. Achievement unlocked, the Hallowed Hero. Ich finde das ein bisschen problematisch, wenn man wirklich einfach nur Angst vor Macht hat. Natürlich, man sollte Angst vor dem Missbrauch von Macht haben. Aber wenn man einfach nur Angst davor hat, dass andere Macht haben, dann ist man auch nicht responsible genug, damit umzugehen, sag ich mal.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Yay, Sebastian. Ich hoffe, die Entschuldigung meinst du ernst. Hat uns Professor Weasley jetzt einfach ein leeres Blatt geschickt oder was? Das war einfach nur so kurz. Plopp, ihr Brief ist aufgeploppt. Es kam aber nichts und er ist wieder zugegangen. Was war das denn? Wo ist denn überhaupt ihr Brief? Ist das hier der neueste? He tells me he shared with you his experience with the Phönix. Please check in with him when you get the chance. He has an idea for you that I thought worth exploring. Professor Weasley. Okay. Ja, das klingt auch interessant. Wir haben auch einige Nebenquests hier. Mal kurz gucken. Sebastian ist die Hauptstory. Dann sollen wir noch mit einigen Leuten sprechen. Machen wir doch erstmal die Sprechblasen. Sie gehen meistens sehr schnell. Mit Betonung auf meistens. Haben wir auch noch eine Nebenquest. Ich dachte eigentlich, das wäre die.
Is everything all right?
Oh, bless you. Thank you for asking. I'm Betty. Betty Bugbrook. And no, everything is not all right. It's my dear friend Hazel. She's in trouble.
Hazel?
Yes. Oh, she's a unicorn. Known her for years. She doesn't like to leave the forest, so I visit her once a week to brush out her mane and bring her some treats. Her coat is glorious. Well, the last time I saw her, we were violently attacked by a pack of wolves. Hazel, loyal friend that she is, leapt in front to protect me, and in the process, I fear she may have been injured.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I want to help her, but she seems to have gone into hiding. Out of fear, I'd imagine. I know you Hogwarts students learn a fair bit about caring for beasts. Perhaps you could find my unicorn friend and get her somewhere safe so that she can heal.
Yes, but es wäre mir lieber, wenn es ein Männchen wäre. Ich glaube, ich habe nämlich schon ein Weibchen als Unicorn. Oder habe ich ein Männchen als Unicorn? Ich weiß es gerade nicht.
How did you become so close with the unicorn?
It was luck, truly. I came across her when she was a little golden foal. Didn't even have a horn yet. Oh, she trusted me straight away. We'd play together for hours. Oh, I do hope she'll be all right. Unicorn hair is a valuable wand core, and I suppose losing a hair or two mightn't hurt her. But I'm terrified those poachers will want her for her blood, to keep themselves alive. And that is more than I can bear to think of.
I'll keep an eye out for your unicorn friend and take her to safety if I see her.
Oh, you've a good soul. I can always tell. Please, don't risk your own safety, though. I don't know precisely where she is, but I can tell you that her den is north of Hogsmeade. And although I haven't been able to brush her lately, I imagine she still has the brightest, most beautiful coat of her entire herd.
Ja gut, dann schauen wir mal danach. Wo kann ich hier denn wieder losfliegen? Geht das hier irgendwo?
Hazel must be here somewhere.
Ja gut, ich habe sie jetzt erstmal verscheucht. Tag. Oft doch nicht so weit weg.
Leviosa! Come on, Hazel. Arresto momentum.
Ups. Okay, Leviosa und Arresto Momentum ist eine sehr gute Kombination.
I should let Madame Bugbrook know she's safe.
Und wieder zurück nach Hogsmeade. Wobei, checken wir vielleicht mal hier vorne noch die... Ein Dungeon? Sieht aus wie ein Dungeon hier. Spinner! Ach, Spinners Cavern, ja, da war ich ja schon drin. Dann nevermind. Dann auch wieder nach Hogsmeade.
Madam Bugbrook, I found your unicorn friend Hazel.
Oh, what a relief! Is she all right? Are you all right? Do you have a safe place for her to stay?
We're both fine.
For a fee.
And I have a safe place for her at Hogwarts.
You've a kind heart, you do. I'm relieved and thankful that you'll take care of her. I shall miss my sweet pointy pony, but I know she's safer away from the poachers. Do give her a nice brushing for me, won't you?
Okay.
Take good care of Hazel now.
So, wo ist denn Neddy? Neddy. Muss ja doch irgendwo in Hogsmeade sein. Outside of Hogsmeade. Halt outside of Hogsmeade. Nutzen wir die Gelegenheit aber mal kurz und verkaufen. Alter, was geht auf die Grafik gerade ab? Rennt gerade alles nicht so schnell. Das klingt sehr nach mehr dunkler Magie. Das finde ich gut.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Weiß ich nicht, das klingt irgendwie so, als würde das hier eine Quest werden. Vielleicht gehen wir doch erstmal zu Sebastian. Ich dachte hier, ich würde nur mit dir sprechen. Wenn ich mich zwischen Neddy und Sebastian entscheiden muss, dann fällt die Wahl immer auf Sebastian. Ehrlich gesagt fällt die Wahl immer auf Sebastian, egal wozwischen ich mich entscheiden muss. Also, ja. Aber erstmal brechen wir jetzt hier ein.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
A demiguise. Finde ich sehr gut. Dann warten wir mal eben auf Nacht.
Mine now, demiguise.
Den Typ stört es auch gar nicht, dass ich hier so in seiner Bude rumsitze. So wie immer. Alle nehmen das einfach so hin. Sebastian, ich hoffe, deine Idee, Anne zu retten, ist nicht mit dem Avada Kedavra-Fluch. Das ist,
A lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now.
Of course.
Du hast dich ja auch schon entschuldigt.
Wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
We just need to get Anne to the catacomb and work out how to make a dark sacrifice.
Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. Anne will only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, he could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse in a fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon.
Na gut, das war echt nur Gespräche diesmal. Dann können wir jetzt wieder zurück zu Neddy. Neddy. Müssen wir schon wieder warten?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Maybe, I don't know. Wenn jetzt kein Brief von Sebastian wieder reinkommt.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is
Das ist
often
so
in
ein
Hogsmeade,
ungünstiger Name.
as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Müssen wir so viele Leute hier interviewen? Wie weit ist das da weg? Ich kann es nicht sehen, weil keine Zahl drunter steht. Ja, gehen wir erstmal hier rein.
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie.
Die wirkt
And
sehr
now
jung.
Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Dafür ist es schon ein bisschen zu spät. Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us, if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Ja, gut.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
Katze, aber die habe ich schon gestreichelt.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Ha! I've no tolerance for thieves. Hand them back.
Hand what back, sir? We've not took a thing.
Hand them back.
There's nothing to give, sir. It was only the one. That's all of them, sir. Honestly, I swear.
How many times are you pair going to keep pilfering my shop?
I swear it was just those ones,
We
sir.
promise, sir. We'd never take more than those.
I tell you this, they'll not appreciate your antics in Azkaban. You just wait till I see your mother.
That was a bit harsh.
Ja, für Ladendiebstahl. Danach gehen sie einfach getrennte Wege. So, wir sehen uns, Sonne.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse
General
me, Mr.
Filbert.
Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Zurück zu Neddy.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Warte mal, kann ich durch Hogsmeade mit dem Testral reiten? So ein Scheiß. Immer dieses zu Fuß laufen, ey. Fühlt man sich ja wie im Mittelalter.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Aloha, Mora.
Ja, aber erstmal brechen wir hier wieder ein. Oh, das ist nicht gut.
She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Oh, ein Demigeist. Warten wir erstmal in der Nacht hier. Ach, Scheiße, geht gerade nicht. Egal, dann müssen wir gleich hier wieder zurückkommen.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her.
Ashwinder Hideout in irgendeinem Keller.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Ganz unauffällige. Ja.
A hidden door.
Ganz unauffällig, sag ich ja.
Taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Können wir auch direkt ein bisschen Gold von denen klauen.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Warum denn? Kämpf doch einfach, so wie immer.
Incendio.
How dare you do such a thing to me?
Meine Güte, ey. Die sind aber auch schwer vom Begriff.
Revelio.
You are as dear to me as an augury whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as a crop could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart, I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one. Dulcibella Filbert.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert.
Das ist nur ein Poem, aber okay.
Revelio.
wir jetzt sonst noch irgendwelche Schätze? Da hinten anscheinend. Hier ist eine riesige Truhe. Hier oben sind auch noch Gegner. Oder ein Gegner zumindest. Ich finde das aber auch echt interessant, dass man wirklich überall auch sneaky durchgehen könnte. Frag mich, ob das irgendwelche Auswirkungen hat. Oder ob das einfach nur so... ja, Spielstil bevorzugsmäßig ist oder was. My darling Otto, I've read your last letter over and over and am certain to read it again, each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love. And I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed. And now I am off to read your letter once more. Your affectionately, Rosie.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie.
Ja gut, wir können jetzt auch zurückgeben, warum nicht? Hier hinten ist noch ein Durchgang. Kommt man denn hier raus? Bei Ratten? Aber Loot ist hier nicht. Aber hier geht eine Treppe hoch. Er hat aber schnell Protego gecastet. Fehlt nicht noch irgendwie eine Sache? Ach ja, der Husband. Nichts zum Looten.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Raven.
Over here.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Ja gut, wenn es nicht so schnell oder nicht so gut funktioniert.
It must be blocked by something.
Wenn ich jetzt erstmal nach dem Wand suchen muss, das dauert genauso.
Revelio.
So groß ist der Raum ja nicht, aber ich habe hier irgendwie nichts, was revalued werden kann. Holy shit. Ach, hier ist was Unsichtbares.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Aloha, Mora. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Die sind doch schon alle tot. Also vielleicht sind die neue aufgetaucht, aber kein Problem. Ja, sind alle weg.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and
Chief wartet hier schon auf uns.
I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Ja, dann mach doch auch mal was. Ja, genau, das denke ich mir auch gerade.
Respect, officer. The authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Your accusations. Da wurde wer entführt. Also wirklich. Wir gehen hier erstmal in den Raum der Wünsche. Wir können dabei auch direkt mit Deke sprechen und unsere Items defrieren. Yes. Schwieriges Wort. Ich nix gut Deutsch. Read Mail.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Ist das die Quest oder ist es einfach nur ein Dankeschön? Come to me and wish me luck.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Ja, Sekunde, ich muss erstmal ein paar neue Items hier wieder anlegen. Das ist hier doch wunderschön, komplett in Legendary. Und jetzt auch noch wieder die richtigen Sachen. Ich finde das immer noch traurig, dass meine Hände... Oh, ist... Ah, deswegen dachte ich, das wäre eine Spitze, weil der so stand. Rätsel gelöst. Ich habe den nicht gedreht. Das ist eigentlich gar keine Spitze. Aber es sieht halt so aus, wenn man den so hält. Geil. Bin trotzdem unzufrieden mit all den Sachen hier. Ja, dann gehen wir wieder dahin zurück und dann tun wir einfach so, als wäre es eine Spitze. Ich wünsche, man könnte die Farben davon ändern von manchen. So, wir holen mal eben noch ein bisschen Nieselfur. Ich glaube, die Niesels sind aber hier drüben. Wir müssen jetzt auch einen Baby-Hypogreifen haben. Er ist ein Baby-Hypogreif. Oh, er ist ja sowas von cute. Guckt ihn euch an. Frag mich, ob die auch irgendwann erwachsen werden. Aber müssen sie ja. Schmatz, Schmatz. Wir können hier mal eben das Unicorn rauslassen. Das ist weiblich und das andere ist männlich. Das ist doch perfekt. Wir haben, glaube ich, noch keine Breeding Station, oder? Sieht nicht danach aus. Dann machen wir das mal eben schnell. Und dann können wir direkt die Unicorns breeden. Das sieht schön aus. Die Puffskins sind cute. Die kommen ja sogar an. Einfach von allen so ein bisschen Material holen. Dann haben wir auf jeden Fall welches. Alle Sachen mit Concentration ausgerüstet. Nice, nice. Gut, Deke, was hast du denn zu berichten? Obwohl... Ich hole mal eben hier noch die ganzen Pflanzen. Die müssen auch fertig sein, alle. Put down roots. Ist wahrscheinlich ein Erfolg dafür, alle Pflanzen abzuernten. Also ich habe Fertilizer. Was bringt der denn? Was bringt das zum Beispiel, wenn wir hier einfach ein bisschen Fertilizer reinpacken? Hier hält das doppelt so viele? 5? Ne, einfach nur ein mehr. Das lohnt sich ja vorne und hinten. Ich meine, den Fertilizer kriegt man eh so nebenbei, aber das ist halt so ein bisschen lächerlich. Naja. Gut, Deke, jetzt können wir uns auf dich konzentrieren.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts. And Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix Natty mentioned. The one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
Das wäre huge. Imagine, das ist Fox, den wir retten. World Map. Hier ganz unten. Da müssen wir wieder durch die Höhle durch, weil wir keinen... Ich hab vergessen, den Portpunkt außerhalb der Höhle zu nehmen. Naja, was soll's. Kämpfen wir uns halt da einmal schnell durch. Oh, never mind. Hier ist doch ein Portpunkt außerhalb der Höhle. Antique Compass. Unfortunately, the fact that this antique Muggle compass was dropped here means the Muggle who dropped it is probably wandering through Wales by now. Das hier ist Wales? Okay. Kann ich von hier aus losfliegen? Ja, kann ich. Das ist sehr gut.
Revelio.
Einmal durch den Wasserfall. Merlin Trial auf dem Weg mitnehmen.
A Merlin Trial?
Hühnchen. Da ist ein so ein Ding. Wo sind die anderen? Da unten und da links. Der eine ist wieder sehr knapp. Das Ding ist direkt angegangen. Okay, was geht da ab? Ein bisschen buggy.
That's that. Settled.
But who wants to be
Imperial?
Das ist eh nur der eine. Was ist ihm denn passiert? Okay, er kann anscheinend nicht schwimmen. Schade für ihn. Was haben wir hier für ein Nest? Niffler. Habe ich da nicht gerade einen Shiny Niffler gesehen? Hinter, aber warte, dafür muss ich mich mal eben unsichtbar machen. Sonst verpissen sie sich nämlich alle direkt wieder. Ja, da ist ein Shiny. Zack! Hier ist auch irgendwie eine Nebenquest. Oder ist das die, wo es mich hingeführt hat? Ne, das ist doch weiter hier unten, oder? Ja, das ist hier... Ne, das ist von Sebastian. Warte mal. Die ist doch jetzt on track. Welche ist denn das? Wo muss ich da hin? Muss ja die hier sein. Phoenix Rising, yes. Okay, gut. Bei mir wird mich so, weil ich keine gelben Punkte mehr sehe. Phoenix Mountain Cave, enter. Und das Spiel ist wieder gecrashed. Wunderbar. Mal sehen, wo denn der letzte Speicherstand war. Direkt vor dem Cave. Also es scheint echt häufig Auto zu saven. Aber zur Sicherheit save ich jetzt auch mal trotzdem manuell. Weil das ist es nämlich dann immer trotzdem nicht. Interessanterweise. Phoenix Rising.
Hogwarts poachers are already here.
Ja, das werden wir aber ändern. Hui.
Revelio.
Spinnennetz und direkt doppelt Confringo casten hier, ey. Let me through.
Could the Phoenix be in there?
Weiß ich nicht, ist das der Weg nach vorne? Hm.
8 legs is simply too many. Petrificus totalis.
Ja, hier war nur Bonus.
Rebellion.
Bonus Loot. Hier ist Slots auch wohl schon wieder.
No.
Imperial. Crucial.
Ups.
How dare you! You cannot control me!
But I did. Erst einmal aufstehen, aber dann trotzdem sterben. Okay. Ich muss ein paar Gears-Sachen hier zerstören, weil meine Gear-Slots hier anscheinend voll sind. Dann muss ich demnächst mal wieder echt verkaufen gehen. Irgendwo ist hier noch wer. Ich glaube, ich habe es gerade gebackt. Ich habe gerade voll viel Schaden. Ich kriege immer noch voll viel Schaden von einer Spinne, die nicht mehr da ist.
Bombarder.
Okay, es hat sich anscheinend gefixt. Sehr gut.
Imperial. More poachers. How many are there?
Komische Cutscene für den Flug.
Back from Cynthia! You're embarrassing yourself.
Do I? Or do you do? Ja, komm schon.
Your poaching days are over.
Rein fixes Alohomora.
Phönix.
Guten Tag.
It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do. Revelio.
Ja, schade nur, dass ich hier drin nicht fliegen kann. Du hängst da ganz schlecht, ist dir das bewusst? Kann sich ja nicht mal mehr bewegen. Welt 3, okay, ich muss langsam echt mal die restlichen Demigeises finden. Ich weiß nicht, wie viele noch übrig sind. Das muss ich mal checken.
There it is again.
Was? Wo? Ich hab's nicht gesehen. Mach's nochmal. Okay. Kletter da mal lieber wieder rüber. Das sieht nicht safe aus. Weil da geht eine Leiter runter. Ist da Loot? Muss ich da runter oder darüber? Ich bin gerade sehr verwirrt. Ne, hier sieht's aus, als würde es hier weitergehen. Dann gehe ich nochmal die Leiter runter. Okay, hier scheint aber nur Pflanzen und Leeches gewesen zu sein. Ist wahrscheinlich nur eine Absicherung, falls man da runterfällt. Dass man nicht direkt irgendwie aus der Map fliegt oder so. Aber hier sind trotzdem noch einige Secrets. Oder zumindest Loot. Beware Spiders. Extreme Danger. Okay.
Revelio. Confringo.
So, was kommt denn hier für ein Miniboss?
You're gonna have to stop that. I don't have all that.
You like flash, do ya?
Confringo. Repulsor. That was for Highwing. The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
Hier sind aber auch sehr viele Horknoms. Ich dachte, diese eine Höhle wäre was für Horknoms. Okay, Loot scheint hier sonst nicht mehr zu sein. Gut, weiter kann's gehen.
Revelio.
Oh, ist hier oben das Nest?
I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere safe.
Männlicher Phönix. Fliegst du weg, wenn ich dich... Nee, du wehrst dich überhaupt nicht. Interessant.
Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Kommen wir hier denn raus? Eine Riesenspinne. Der fetten Boss-Spider kommen mehrere kleine. Oh, was ist hier denn? Secret Tunnel, Secret Tunnel. Chess?
Levioso. Revelio. I should investigate. Flipendo.
Nicht Flipendo.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Aber was mache ich hiermit? Wie willst du das haben? Weil eine Vase ist kein Schachpiece. Und die kann ich nicht fliegen lassen. Das hier ist der König. Das hier ist die Dame. Dann haben wir hier einen Springer. Ich glaube, der König steht im Schach. Also ich weiß nicht, wer von denen dran ist, aber die Sache ist, der König kann nicht... Ja, die Dame hält den komplett in Schach. Der kann nirgendwo hin. Ja, aber das ist so, was hilft mir das? Was soll ich mit dieser Dings hier machen? Ihm sagen, wo er noch hin kann? Nirgendwo. Das kann ich ihm sagen. Also müsste sich rein theoretisch eigentlich einer der Bauern bewegen, weil was anderes bleibt hier nicht übrig. Aber die Figuren kann ich sowieso nicht bewegen, also... Ist irgendwo ein Druckknopf oder so, wo ich die draufpacken muss, aber... Die würde hier wahrscheinlich auch angezeigt, oder nicht? Diese Rätsel sind extrem merkwürdig. Ich weiß halt echt nicht, was mir das Schach hier sagen soll. Es ist halt, ja, Schwarz hat verloren. Schwarz hat keinen Move möglich offen. Schwarz musste halt seine Bauern bewegen. Ja, es ist Schachmatt in einem Zug, denke ich mal. Vielleicht muss ich das auch gucken, wie sie in Schach setzen können. Ich weiß halt nur nicht, was der Pot darstellen soll, weil es ist halt keine scheiß Schachfigur. Ich sehe jetzt aber auch keine direkte Möglichkeit, den König da Schach zu setzen oder so sich bewegt. Ich habe keine Ahnung, es ist mir ein Rätsel, was ich hier machen soll. Ich glaube nicht, dass das Schachbrett einfach ohne Grund hier wäre. Das wäre irgendwie sehr merkwürdig in so einer random Höhle. Naja, kommen wir hier mal wann anders wieder. Gehen wir erstmal in den Raum der Wünsche.
Did you find the Phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable. Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to...
Du lässt es einfach hier raus? Okay.
My heavens.
Ah, da kommt doch noch mehr. Und eine Phönixfeder.
What a beauty. You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
Okay, gucken wir mal uns an, was hier oben so abgeht. Sieht fast genauso aus wie der andere Ort, aber ein bisschen bergiger. Ja gut, dann conjuren wir hier mal doch die typischen Sachen. Eine Breeding Station. Ein Futterpen. Und eine Toybox. Wird das hier wohl der Ort, wo wir alle unsere fliegenden Viecher hinbringen? Also, außer Testrale. Und, weiß ich nicht, Hypogreifen? Sollen wir die hier reinbringen? Muss ich mir nochmal überlegen. Wow. Einfach eine Wand. Und was haben wir hier oben drin? Medium Raised Floor. Phoenix Feathers, 3 Stück direkt. Warum soll ich die eine dann close keepen? Wenn der auch einfach direkt 3 Stück gibt. Haben wir hier irgendwas für einen Phoenix? Anscheinend nicht. Ja gut, dann gibt's auch einfach den Ball. Der scheint aber überhaupt kein Interesse daran zu haben, anscheinend. Gut, dann gehen wir mal eben nach Hogsmeade. Wir haben ja richtig viele Nebenquests noch. Wir gehen mal eben nach Hogsmeade und verkaufen, weil das würde ich sonst wieder vergessen. Und dabei können wir auch direkt das neue Besen-Upgrade uns holen.
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I
7500,
have a
ey.
special price for you.
Ja, ein Special teuren bestimmt, ne? Kaufen jetzt das Besen-Upgrade.
I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me.
Dann holen wir auch noch eben den Demigeist im... Oh, hier können wir auch noch eben einbrechen. Im Hogshead. Katze.
Am I losing my mind, or did that statue near Irondale change?
Wow. Das ist ja auch sowieso gerade Nacht, das ist ja passend.
Mine now, Demi-Guys.
Ja, dann nimm ihn auch. Warum kann ich den nicht nehmen? Ist jetzt gerade Tag geworden, oder was? Nein. Warum kann ich ihn nicht nehmen? Warten wir mal. Stand da gerade Advance from Night to Night. Naja, jetzt kann ich ihn auf jeden Fall collecten. Es war anscheinend irgendwie buggy. Ich möchte dann auch eben einmal wissen, wie viele wir von denen denn jetzt schon haben. Wenn ich nochmal wüsste, wo der denn ist. Ja, nehmen wir mal hier Quests. The Man Behind the Moons. Wo genau ist es nochmal? Irgendwo da. Im Faculty Tower. Ja, direkt davor teleportiert.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
We're getting close, but you must bring me more before I can teach you how to improve casting Ahem Eh.
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All of my usual haunts, which, as you know, have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and, believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. My tormentor is nothing if not thorough. I haven't left the castle in ages, and I'm constantly on edge.
I'll keep an eye out for more
Ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob das ein
statues and see if I
Tipp
can bring
war
you more
oder
moons.
einfach nur random Gequatsche.
Courage and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
2 Stück fehlen uns noch. Und wenn das alle sind, sind die, glaube ich, ein bisschen schwieriger zu finden. Katze! Aber naja. Ich glaube, hier ist dann auch ein ganz guter Zeitpunkt, um mal wieder Pause zu machen. Und ja. Also ja, ich bedanke mich wie immer fürs Reinschalten. Wünsche euch allen noch einen zauberhaften Abend, eine zauberhafte Nacht oder wann auch immer ihr dieses Video sehen werdet, einen zauberhaften Tag im Allgemeinen. Also bis zum nächsten Mal bei der zauberhaften Welt von Hogwarts Legacy. Bye bye.